What's up everyone, here is AhkTaar and welcome back for more content on Infinite Magicraid. You have been a lot to ask me to show some content on the new account, ready endgame content, to see if I could clear some endgame content, and so this is the purpose of the video, so let's talk about that. So, as you could see here, I finished all the stages here in the campaign, because in fact when you have a full sanctuary, yeah, it is way easier than before. I cleared some stages using the same teams as I have on my own account, but in fact it's not working the same way, because I don't have the tenacity coming from the sanctuary, for example, and it makes a huge difference. And in some contents I don't have the heroes from the faction, so yeah. That was really hard. So also another problem on this account before beginning the content here, look at the gear on the heroes. We have sometimes some gear bought from the shop, okay? Here only craftable sets, same here, and then this is my own gear, and I had to farm it yesterday because my heroes in this account are lacking good stuff. And yeah, some of you noticed that the power here is not that big for such an account, and it's normal because it's lacking a huge amount of gear. Everything almost is bought from the shop, and it's not good gear. I mean, if I have a look to my Lucia, this is what I have now on my Lucia, because I rebuilt her. With this account, I am able to get crazy stats, though. Look at the amount of mastery I have on her here. This is just crazy, and the gear I have on her is okay. It is not the best set you can have. It's only double mastery sets, but here the stats are huge because, yeah, from the Sanctuary. But if you have a look to the previous video, it was built around a crit rate, but in fact using only crit rates and crit damage on a Lucia without any attack or mastery is a bad idea, because she is not gonna deal a lot of damage. Basically, if you want some numbers, she was inflicting less than 300k per bleed, and now she deals more than 500k per bleed. She is doing insane amount of damage, and this is what I have now. I have been lucky enough yesterday to get this piece of gear farming dungeons, farming Gwyneth, and I still recommend you to farm Gwyneth first, because mainly you are going to use daughters to clear the stages in campaign, in dungeons, in endgame content, elemental city, etc. So this is the first goal on your account, and if you are planning to get some crit rate on your heroes, farming Gwyneth is also going to give you some crit rate stuff, and also some defense stuff. So if you want to build a Brynhild, for example, just go and farm Gwyneth. You have the best gear for her on Gwyneth. So, enough talk. I have a huge amount of work on this account because I'm lacking a ton of gear. Just before, yeah, look at that. For example, imagine I want to build my Lucia. I want some gear on mastery sets. I don't have a lot of mastery sets here. This is what I farmed yesterday. I have some blue pieces of gear, but everything was sold out. Only remaining purples and legendary stuffs, and this is why it was so hard for me. Look at that. There is no gear at all anywhere. This is what I farmed a bit yesterday, but as you can see, there is almost no gear available. So if you want another advice, keep your blue 6-star gear, because you never know. You can sort it, but keep some pieces of gear, because you want to equip your heroes, and it is really important. So, place to the content here. I didn't use full teams from factions. I used a broken hero. You already know who am I talking about. I'm talking about Nicholas. I used also Nita, and that was my core team. I was using 3 heroes from the faction, so I could have the defense bonus, the crit damage bonus, and the effect hit bonus, and this is the best one you want to have. Otherwise, it's gonna be really pretty hard. And then I took 3 heroes from the faction. Using Nita, she was my main DPS. She killed basically all the heroes. She is just insane for all content. In some specific content, I had to adjust my team. For this one, for example, this is a boss. He deals a huge amount of damage, so I had to change my team. And this is what I used. I used Catherine on it. It was working pretty well. You know what? I'm gonna show you some screenshots. So wait a second. Images. Just trying to get the folder. So here it was the Eternal Sect. So this is what I used. So let me put it in full screen. This is the team I used. So yeah, AhkTaar exclusive 2. If you don't have AhkTaar, it's okay. You can replace her by a Vedor, for example, to have more shields, etc. Or another DPS maybe, because yeah, in turns here I was close to the limit, but this is what I used. So I used the Queenland Mamuk. Mamuk is such an amazing hero. He protects you so much with the taunt, with the extra shield you get on your heroes, with the heals. He is just amazing. So this is the team I used here. So 3 heroes from the faction. In Faction Abyss, at once, you can get AhkTaar now. You can get her with 450 stars only. You don't need to have more than that because she won't deal more damage. She is gonna have a bit more stats, but in fact it is not gonna change many things here. So at least without the Sanctuary bonuses, maybe you can use this team with a bit less of exclusive, because let's be honest, it's just crazy. But Nicholas exclusive 3, I think he's gonna be mandatory. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go with a full faction team to have the damage down on your heroes. You know what? We are gonna try that just to see the difference. So let me hide my screen. Okay, let's go back here. We are gonna go with the same team I used yesterday, and then we are gonna try to see the difference using the full faction team. But remember, one more time, I have the full Sanctuary, so it's not 100% normal to use this kind of stuff, because everything is like broken in this account now. So yeah, let's put Nicholas in the first place position so he can apply the resistance down before my heroes act. Where is Queenland, guys? Here is my Queenland, and then I want to take AhkTaar. Do I have another hero from this faction? I could replace AhkTaar with another one. Let me see. There is a carry, there is carry, but they are not skilled up for sure. I'm 100% sure. And then we have, yeah, Seal. I don't know other great heroes from this faction in this account apparently. So yeah, let's try again with that and see if there is a difference between this team and a full faction team. So first round, look at that. First of all, let me show you the stats on the hero. I have a huge amount of defense, but it is normal. It's normal, and the same for crit damage because it's coming from the buffs of the faction. Okay. Yeah, huge amount of effect hit also because of the faction bonus. And I have on this hero 156% mastery and a lot of HP. But this is because, one more time, the Sanctuary. Normally the average stat you can have on a Queenland is between 450 HP and 500 HP. This is what you can have, or maybe 550k if you focused on the HP, and then on the effect hit 200 is nice. I mean, on the Queenland you want to focus on first the effect hit because you want to freeze enemies. PvP, PvE, you want that to happen. So 100 effect hit is mandatory, and then mastery you should be around between 110 and 130. This is normal stats on your heroes, okay? So I don't want to use my buffs because maybe I can control enemies with Nicholas. Then I don't want to use that. I want to save my turns. So now I'm gonna try to deal some more damage to enemies. These three are gonna die. This one also. Maybe keep this one alive if I want to get my cooldowns back. Let's try that. Yeah, she's gonna die. Too much damage. And also, yeah, it's weird because Queenland has no aura. Okay, so it's a bit weird in fact. So let's control him first. And then here I want to shield my heroes because I'll have to tank some attacks if I'm not able to freeze them. And it was the case. So let's try to fear Quinlan. I don't want to get frozen and deal some extra damage here. Okay, he played, I took some damage. But I'm taking almost no damage on this account, and this is why the Sanctuary is such a broken thing. Look at that, because of the tenacity, I'm taking way less crit damage on my heroes. It's something like if I was using some tenacity sets, but in fact I'm not. This is just a passive bonuses from the Sanctuary. This is just insane. This is just insane. So look at that, now all enemies are dead. Maybe not this one because he has a damage immunity and it's a bit bad, but I have my Mammoth, and using Mammoth I can remove the buffs. Perfect. Okay, boss wave normally. Yeah, boss wave. 52 turns, and now the boss is fast. How much speed? 2080. Okay, it's okay. So here, it's the same command as for Faction Abyss. You want to be careful to his skills because otherwise he's gonna remove your buffs using this one. This one is dealing a lot of damage, so you want to be sure to have your buffs before and the attack down on the boss. But here, in fact, I'm not sure if that my Mammoth is gonna play before him. But I have the speed buff, so maybe. Okay, great. He plays before. I can try to place the attack down. Perfect. So this team is pretty nice now. The only thing I have to do is to be careful to the second skill here because he is gonna remove my buffs. Lower the speed, attack down, try to put attack down every time, sacrifice some HP. I want to use the second skill every time on my Quinlan because it's the fastest way to deal some damage to the boss. So let's try that. Now he's gonna remove my buffs, so I'm gonna keep this one. Perfect, I can tank this one. The attack down on him is such a great thing. This is why I love Mammoth. And imagine if I take too much damage, Mammoth is gonna cast a shield on all my heroes, so in fact they are pretty safe. It's a great insurance on for your heroes to have a Mammoth. So let's inflict more HP burning and damage. Use the basic attack only. More damage. Attack down. Speed down. More damage. Now I have my buffs on Catherine normally, so I can tank the ultimate. Perfect, so I increase my speed. Now I want to apply the taunt. So the next attacks, okay, no, he has 2 AoE attacks, so it was useless. In fact, and he is also gonna remove my buffs. So it wasn't a good idea. But it's okay. Attack down. Resistance down. Okay. Okay, and I have the exact same team on my account now, but it's not working because I don't have enough damage. I mean, I am close to get the 3 stars on my account with way less Sanctuary, but it's a bit hard. I'm gonna show you right after, so you can compare both accounts. To see if there is a major difference. So I'm gonna apply the buffs. I don't want to use the consolidation because I can tank thanks to the attack down, and it's taking too much turns on my Catherine to use that. Now he's gonna make a single target attack, so he's gonna target my Mammoth. So let's do that. But maybe I should have avoided to do that. So maybe if he targets my Quinlan or my AhkTaar, they can counter attack. It was a mistake. I have to be careful about this kind of stuff. Increase my speed. Attack down again. Okay, it's an AoE attack. 3 targets, I think. Yeah, 3 targets. Okay, for that, more damage. I'm gonna do even better than before though. Or maybe not. I have to put the consolidation now because he has the ultimate. I'm not gonna reduce his speed because now I want him to take the debuffs. To take the damage faster. Nice. In fact, I don't need Nicholas here. I could replace him by another hero to control enemies, maybe a Vidar. Yeah, maybe a Vidar, because you can stun enemies using a Vidar. But maybe it would work. And I would have 4 heroes from the faction using a Vidar. So I would have the damage reduction on my heroes. It would work pretty well. I'm pretty sure about that. And it's over. 3 crowns, 133 turns. So let's try on my main account. Let's try on my main account. Switch account, okay. I'm gonna hide it so you can't see my credentials. Hope. Server 2. Okay, the game is back. And now let's go back on the campaign. Yeah, I have 14 crowns on my own account, with less than 10k in the Sanctuary and 600 in the Incarnate Sanctuary, which is really different. I was trying to use this team to clear other contents, but let's try to use the same. So I said Nicholas, Catherine, Quinlan, AhkTaar exclusive 1. I want to use Mamuk. Where is my Mamuk? Here it is. Okay, I don't have the exclusive 3, but it should be okay. Let's find out. So here, if we have a look to my stats on my Quinlan, for example, yeah, I have less defensive stats. That's normal. Less speed also. I have more effect hit because I'm playing him with a huge amount of effect hit, and also I have a legendary aura. These kind of things are missing on the other accounts. He spent nothing on the auras, but it is a mistake because the auras are the best way in the game to get the most, to be the most effective as possible. So on your main heroes, and Quinlan is the main hero, you want to put some auras. This one is only level 4 because I can't farm the Abyss for now, so he doesn't have a lot of stats coming from here. But still, and he has some good pieces of gear, and so look at the amount of mastery he has, 149%. I'm proud of my Quinlan, he is a monster. So let's do that. Everybody is frozen, I want to keep my skills, let's freeze them forever and use that basic attack and AoE attack. But I deal way less damage than the other Quinlan. Let's do... No, I want to keep this skill for after. Let's try to deal more damage here. I'm not sure if they are gonna die though. Okay, they are dead. Perfect. So I'm not wasting turns. Okay, let's do that here. Let's buff my heroes. Let's try to control them. Okay, it worked on everyone. Let's try to kill... Yeah, I should kill Dario first, but he is controlled, so normally it should be okay. I want to kill Quinlan first. And I want to horrify this one. I'm lacking some damage here. But my Quinlan is gonna play soon, so normally it's gonna be enough. They are all frozen again, thanks to Nicholas. And... on the next turn it should be okay, so let's do that. I need to damage more this one. Okay, perfect, they are dead. Just a bit more turns than with the other account. And so here we are again. And we are gonna try to buff my heroes, or maybe no. I'm gonna do that because I want the speed buff on my heroes, really important. Then let's do that. Okay, I'm controlled. That was bad. Attack. Okay, the boss has the attack down, so I'm gonna just spam this skill. Reduce his speed. Magicraid deals less damage than the others though. I want to avoid using the consolidation, I said. I want to put only the attack down, speed buff on my heroes. Yeah, Magicraid is dealing clearly no damage at all. Counter attack. More HP burnings. Okay, counter attack, pretty nice. Another HP burning on him. More damage. Okay, speed down this time. Attack down. I'm gonna put the consolidation now because I have to tank. Controlled again, it's okay. So, ultimate from AhkTaar, more HP burning, attack down, feebleness, buffs. Oh, he's gonna remove my buffs. Okay, that was a bad idea. It's okay, relax. Not gonna use that this time. Normally I have, oh no, I have no speed buff, okay. So now I'm gonna use everything, because I have to tank the ultimate. And the turn amount here is pretty advanced already. Speed down, more HP burnings. Yeah, my Queenland is too slow, way too slow. Let's increase my speed, more damage. Okay, first health bar down, but I have another one to, yeah. I have to kill him in 30 turns. This is gonna be impossible, I think. So let's try to avoid using all my skills. Oh no, I should have avoided that. He removed my counter attack. This is bad. Bad move. This is a bad move. Attack down. Speed down. 135 turns. This is the difference between the accounts. I'm not doing enough damage on this one. And I have so much good gear and stat stuff on my heroes, auras, but I don't have the sanctuary, so I am not able to beat it before the turn here. Yeah, don't want to use counter attack. I'm so close. And he killed one of my units. So yeah, this is how it works on my account. It's close though, it is close. I'm still gonna end the fights because I want to get the rewards and not to waste all my stamina. But yeah, there is a difference. There is a difference, clearly. So you have to wait, to be patient, and to get more sanctuary in order to push the master campaign. And it's over. Or maybe run a full faction team, maybe, I don't know. So maybe let me try to change something in my team if I wanted to use a full faction team. Okay, but I don't have a lot of heals on the faction. I have a Sindo, but she's not full skilled up. I have that. Maybe I can try to use that. But my Yasindo is going to take a lot of turns. So maybe I'm going to try that instead. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Clearly, I'm not sure at all, but let's try. I have way more mastery now because I have full buffs on my heroes. So here, yeah, I have damage resistance. Normally it's not 60%, but 75%. They didn't fix it yet. And then it's 200% more mastery. So now normally my dots should deal a lot of damage though. Let's find out. It's doing a lot of damage. So now I just have to use basic attacks and it's done. So now I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna reset my Queenland thanks to Bizidon. Now they are controlled again and they are gonna take the damage. In fact, it's way more efficient, but now I have to face the boss. And can I survive? I mean, I have a lot of damage reduction, so normally it should be okay. And it's okay. But I am controlled. And I'm still taking some damage, but this time I have to use that because I need some heals with my team. So let's apply a shield, deal some damage. I don't want to remove my buffs. Yeah, let's do a basic attack. Attack down. Let's do that. I can't. Yeah, resistance down. Pretty nice. So now I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do that. Otherwise, I'm dead if I remove my buffs on my Quinlan. It's a bad idea. Apply an HP burning. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of turns if I can survive until the end. Yeah, look at that. I'm taking way too much damage. I can do that. Protect my heroes again. Resistance down. I apply a shield. I'm not going to use the second skill because my HP burning on Quinlan are dealing way more damage thanks to the mastery bonus. So I'm going to avoid doing that. I need the attack down on the boss, so let's do that. Okay. Hopefully I have my Mamuk to protect my heroes. I'm almost dead. Guys, I am almost dead. This is bad. I am dead. I am dead, definitely. My Quinlan is gonna die. So with a full faction team, it's not working. Because here I don't have good healers. If I had good healers, it would work perfectly, but it's not the case. So let's do that, and let's inflict more HP burnings. But so far it was pretty nice. 92 turns for the first health bar. So with more stats here also, it is gonna work. So that was all for this stage. Now let me show you what did I use on the other stage. So go back to the screenshots. That was for the Eternal Sects, the stage number 12. On the Doom Volcano. Wait a second, if I show that to you. Show you my screen. This is what I used on the Doom Volcano. I used Luf. Because he is a great hero, he was dealing a lot of HP burning damage to the boss. I used Aelad because this is a great support. 50% more HP to your heroes, damage reflection, and provocation. This hero is great. And Focus, so I could reset my ultimate on Nita, and it was so perfect, so strong. And I used Nita almost everywhere because she is such a great hero. And today I have Focus on my own account, so I'm gonna try to push that, but I still need 2 other heroes in the faction, so I have to work on that. I built Elise recently, but I'm still lacking another hero. Just need some food, some experience, and some skill ups. And so let me show you another one. Doom Legion. Then we have this one, stage 10. So I have the same heroes on my account, but I have not enough damage for now with my Nita, etc. And so I'm not able to kill the boss. So I increased a lot the potential of my Lucia today, so maybe it is gonna work, because my Lucia is better than this Lucia. But I am not sure if it is gonna work, to be honest. No, I was mistaken. My Lucia is not better than this one, because now this one has a 170% mastery. So this one is a monster. I'm not able to kill the boss before the turn limitation because it's a Gustav, and so he heals a lot and it is pretty annoying. So on my account I'm not able to do that for now. So I'll have to work on that. Then we had the Forgotten. Okay, stage 7-5. This is what I used. So yeah, with that was the hardest stage to beat, to be honest, because here you don't have great supports in the Forgotten. You have Esther, so you can revive, but the boss is AhkTaar, and if AhkTaar kills one of your heroes, he's gonna get an extra turn and kill you again. So in fact, Esther is not working here. I used her to get the shield on my Nita every turn, and as you can see, I was close to the limit. One turn, and it worked. This is how I passed this stage. But yeah. Maybe if I was using instead of Nita, I couldn't choose another hero from the Forgotten because they are all single target units, and so it's taking a huge amount of turns in order to clear waves. So Nita was a great hero to put in here, but it was really tough to beat this one. Then the Holy Light, stage 8. This is what I used. Nita one more time, Nicholas. Then some supports, extra supports here, and another DPS. Eosine was so bad. I was disappointed about him. I thought he would be better than that. But in fact, he does almost no damage on the ultimate during waves, on the second skill, on the waves. But he deals a nice amount of damage on the boss, and this is why Nita has way more damage, because she killed the entire waves. And then I had great supports. Fiona was great to heal, to stun enemies perfectly. That was really helpful. And Elsa for the shield and the heals, she was interesting. And Nicholas for Nicholas stuff, and Nita to destroy enemies. And that was all for that. And then we have the sunset stages. Stage number 5. This is what I used. Here I had Guhana with the second exclusive. She can cleanse your dots on your team, so it's really important to have her against this boss, otherwise he's gonna inflict a ton of dots at once on one of your hero, and if you can't cleanse some of the dots, you lose a hero. And so 2 daughters, 1 epic unit to give extra turns to Nita, and Nicholas to do Nicholas things. Broken things. And then the Wizard Eye. This is what I used. I used her in order to deal a lot of damage to enemies. She is not skilled up, but her damage are pretty nice. Sometimes she was releasing some 900k doing detonation damage to enemies. That was pretty impressive, with not a huge amount of stats. In comparison for the account and the requirements of this account, it was not impressive. I have the same stats on my heroes on my account. Yeah, Nita always, here always, and space, you have space, but yeah, full exclusives. So yeah, it gives you a lot of buffs to your heroes. I think that Melot would be a great hero to replace Anna. I want to try Melot, but I have to be patient to build her. So this is what I used here, and have I forgot some? Yeah, I did. Because the others were already cleared. But let's go back to the game. Here, Crystal Mine, it is the only stage on which you can use 2 different factions. So this one was easiest than the others. We are able to use Brotherhood heroes, so I used my Lucia and Eternal Sect heroes, so I used also my Quinlan. So I used that. I didn't have my Mamuk, so today I will use her, 100% sure. I used my Ina. Where is it? You need at least exclusive one Ina to get the consolidation. Then I used my Freak, because he is such an amazing hero. You want to put him everywhere. Today I could use a Timmy, but I can use also Mamuk, so using that it is gonna work, 100% sure it is gonna work. But if you want, you can replace him and put another one instead. You can put Nita here, it is gonna work. You're not gonna take a lot of damage because you have 4 heroes from the faction, and so this is the easiest stage of the Master Campaign, just because you can use 2 different factions on it. Then already talked about that. Yeah, this one is also really easy when you have all the broken heroes in the game. I did that with Nicol. That was the first I cleared entirely. I used Nicholas. You know what? I'm gonna take my my team directly for Faction Abyss Dragon Tribe. I used that. This is what I used, and it worked super well. But I have Nicholas exclusive 3 and Pauline exclusive 1. But the threat here are the Gretas, because they are never taking the dots, and this is so hard. It's wasting turns. It's really annoying. But this is what I used. And then have I missed some a stage? I have the Luna Temple, the Foresters. Yeah, I missed the Foresters. Let me check. Foresters. This is what I used for the Foresters. Taff wasn't as skilled up, but he was here in order to use his first active skill to cleanse my heroes and sometimes stun the enemies. Veronica and Nita, they are great together. And Nicholas one more time, and Teru, because he is the best support for this faction now, thanks to the consolidation. So I was really tanky, but the threat in this content was the poisons inflicted by enemies on the first wave. And the boss was hard to beat because it was Luna. She was able to revive the ads, which is really annoying, to be honest. So this is what I used here. If you don't have Taff, you can replace him by a Malasa. She is gonna by a Mafka. She's gonna do the same. And it's an epic hero. So this is what I used here. And if we go back to the game, on the Silver Moon, I used the same. Here, you can use the same, because you need Foresters also. And then the castle here, I showed that to you. And on the Sword Harbor, here I used a full faction team. I used Catherine, Ben Austin. I have, where are they? Yeah, today I have him, but I used Christian instead of him before. I used Sigmund, Verto, and I had Christian. But today I would replace him by him, or you can replace by Barry. Barry is gonna be great, by a Melina, any hero from the faction, just to get the extra mastery on Sigmund, and you are gonna destroy the faction here. But if you don't have the heroes, you can replace, put Nita, put Nicholas, and you are gonna destroy this content with this team. It's the easiest one, because normally you have Catherine and you have Ben Austin. And today on my own accounts, I'm not able to clear all the stages, and here I'm struggling to pass this one because I have all the heroes from the faction as I used on the other accounts, but I still can't pass it. I am using Weasley so I can lower the attack, space to increase my speed, and I am using Anna. But using that, it's not working. So I think that I'm gonna regress my Anna and build my Melot, because now I can have a Melot exclusive 3 thanks to the previous summon session. So that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and then see you in the next one. Bye bye!